Hello, lovely Gemini, and welcome to your love reading for August 2020 with me, Julie Poole. Thank you so much for being here. For those of you coming back, thank you for coming back and supporting my channel. Thank you for your likes and shares and your beautiful, generous donations. Even a dollar, a pound, a euro, they just really do make a significant difference and help me to be able to make more of these free videos for you that hopefully give you some guidance and support through each week and each month. So we are using 4 different decks here. We've got the Angels of Atlantis, the Tower of Dreams, the Power of Love, and the Answer is Simple. And this is for all Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. You can also watch it for cross-watching. And you are my lunar brothers and sisters because my moon is in Gemini. I love doing your readings, Gemini. And for those of you who don't know me and you're new here, welcome. I'm Julie Poole, an intuitive psychic, hypnotherapist, author, Reiki master, healer, teacher. And yeah, the link to my website is below. I am taking bookings, and if you'd like to book in, you can just click into the description box or in the comments, the pinned comment. My link is there. And if you so feel drawn to and you would like to make a small donation, the link is there for that as well. All right, let's get on then. Let's see what we have for Gemini. No, we don't want that one. For Gemini, this is the advice coming through from Spirit, from the higher realms. The advice for love for the months, and we're having 2 here. All right. We've got peacefulness. We'll look at them in more detail. And we have past. All right. Now, that is telling me you are finally finding peace in your past. How beautiful. We all want that. We've all got a past. We've all been through it. And it's when we can find that peace in the past that we can truly move forward. This is for all loving relationships, for singles, couples, and for general loving relationships, which could be family and friends too. So let's see what we have here. We are taking a breather. All right. I think I want another one. No, not that one. Taking a breather. Okay. No. They flip in, but that's the one. I knew one would have to actually fly out. There we go. And we are spreading the light. Okay, you're recharging. You are recharging this month. Let me move these over so we can make sure we've got plenty of room for the tarot. Okay, so we're going to have 6 tarot come out. Tell me about my Geminis, please, and love and loving relationships. Okay. So we've got the 5 of Wands and the 4 of Wands. So it's been a challenge. We've got the 7 of Swords. Let's see where we're going from there. Tell me more, please, for my Geminis. Tell me more. We've got the Moon, the Knight of Cups. We might want some more cards from the other tarot deck. And the Page of Coins. Let's see who's with us from the angels. Tell me about my Geminis, please, and love for August. Who's with Gemini and love for August? Okay. You've got Zafkael there with surrender. Okay. All right, my darlings. It looks like in terms of love, there's been some struggles and challenges and difficulties which you are overcoming. You are working on and you are getting there. All right. Anything else? No. It looks like there's been some deception for some of you. But you are healing. You are moving through it. Let's look at these 2 then. Coming in from the Power of Love cards. We've got peacefulness and the past. You recognize that balance, kindness, and love bring calmness to your soul. So that peacefulness is moving into where you've been working with the past. And it says, through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. Now, this is telling me for some of you, there has been a struggle here. And you are moving, you are trying to move past where we'll have a look at this conflict, there's deception, there's secrets coming up. It's been tough. Now, this, for some of you, will all be about the past and how we move on, which is why I said we might need some more cards, all right? Now, coming in here, we've got take a breather and spread the light, right? Now, when I ask about this, the take a breather card is because of this conflict, because of this difficulty. The past has come up for a lot of you through the last couple of months. We've had all the retrogrades, we've had eclipses. That's brought up a lot of stuff from the past in order for it to be healed and cleared. Some of you are feeling quite exhausted from all of that. And on top of that, you know, if that wasn't enough, all those retrogrades and eclipses, you know, we've had 4, 5, 6 months of, you know, pandemics and lockdowns and all sorts of craziness. They are saying to you, this is advice. These 4 cards at the beginning of the reading is about advice. Take a breather where you can. Take a step back for you. Take time to just relax. This card signifies how hard you have worked. Yeah, the take a breather with these beautiful farm workers baling the hay. It's exhausting work, and you can't just keep going and going and going and going and going. You run out of steam. So you have to pace yourself, take regular rests. So they're saying, look, you've been through it, take some rest, and that enables you to get back to your light, and then you're good to go, because that light will carry you through, and you can spread that light to others. You can spread that light and share it and be in a really good space. So that peacefulness into the past, we're letting go. We're getting back to peace by taking a rest, getting back to our light. Now, I want to look at Zavkael here before we look at the tarot. Surrender. What are you surrendering to? Okay, now they're correcting me. It's not what are you surrendering to, it's what you are surrendering over to the universe. So this is a card of resolution for you. How you get back to your peace, how you get back to healing and letting go of the past and getting back to your light, is you surrender, hand it over, right? The past is the past. I've taken the lessons, I've taken the learning and the growth. I'm ready to let it all go. I surrender it all to the universe to enable me to move forward in love, because we've got the Knight of Cups here, which is an offer of love wanting to come your way. But we need to be in a good space to be able to receive it, which we are, because we've got the Page of Coins. But let's start over here. The 4 of Wands, 5 of Wands, rooted down by the 4 of Cups. As it says, these cards are really descriptive. I love these cards. And by the way, all the cards are linked below in the description box. The 5 of Wands is a card of conflict, as it shows there. Arguments, disagreements, competition. It can also talk about poor self-esteem, where you feel everybody's better than you and you don't stand a chance. And that is making you feel very disappointed and disillusioned with that 4 of Cups there. This is, you know, I wanted so much better for myself. I really wanted so much better for myself. And so this is the month where we're going to try to start working towards that better light, better light, spreading the light, being lighter in yourself, feeling brighter in yourself, and feeling that there is no such thing as a competition. There's more than enough to go round. Competition signifies lack, and it signifies insecurity and low self-worth, that you don't stand a chance against these people because they're better than you. Do you know what? They're not. They're not any better than you. If this has been disagreements in your current relationship, and there's been a lot of arguments and a lot of conflict, and it's left you feeling really disillusioned, just take a step back and say, okay, look at what we've been through this year. I'm stressed, my partner's stressed, we've both been frightened of this illness, we're frightened of losing our income, we're frightened, period. There's been so much fear that it put out our light for a while and we lost our peace. And there has been arguments, and it has left us feeling really like, I can't stand you, get out of my space. And that happens, but it can be healed. All right, and this is the healing energy here. The 7 of Swords rooted down by the Moon card, right? It can be deception and deceit. but it can also be just leaving quietly with discretion a situation behind. And for some of you, that's what you're doing. You are leaving behind the arguments and the conflicts and the disappointments, and you're moving forward. You're putting it in the past, and you're saying, look, what's done is done. Let's just move on. Let's just say it's been a tough old few months and we've been at each other's throats. Let's just move on and have a fresh start. Some of you are able to do that. Now, for others of you, these two together can signify a lot of deception. The moon talks about secrets and what is hidden, and the Seven of Swords also talks about being sneaky or deceptive. This can be affairs, this can be withholding information. It doesn't have to mean that your partner's been cheating on you, but it could actually be that they're withholding information, they've been keeping stuff back, and that's what partly has been holding you feeling quite disillusioned. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you share that with me? And as I said, Aries had something similar actually, and as I said to them, you know, usually, not always, but usually when somebody that does genuinely care for you withholds information, it's because they're trying to protect you in their own little way. I didn't want to worry you. I didn't want to stress you. I thought I could manage it on my own. So just be mindful that it might not be the worst intentions, but middle of August, we have got information coming up to the surface in order for it to be healed and cleared so that we can move forward in love. Now, for some of you, this can be within, all right, that we've been deceiving ourselves. And that sounds a bit crazy. Why would I lie to myself? But we are very, very self-protective. All right. This is me with my therapist hat on and my hypnotherapist hat on. Our subconscious is very protective and can withhold information for us, and help us to live on false hope because it keeps us going. But actually, I'm a great believer in the truth will set you free, even if it's uncomfortable, because once you've got the truth, then you can take action and deal with it, and you can make changes that need to be made. But when you're kept in the dark, which is what the moon is about, there isn't enough light, I can't see clearly, I don't know what's really going on. When we're kept in the dark, it stays buried and stuck. So we've got an opportunity here to bring this up and out, clear it all, sort it all out, and then take action. Because here's the Knight of Cups rooted down by the Page of Coins. Knights are always about action. And this particular knight, the Knight of Cups, who's riding that seahorse there rather than an ordinary horse, right? Because the water represents emotions. This is about taking actions on your emotions, on your happiness. Because what you're wanting is a fresh start with that Page of Coins. What you're wanting is security and stability. What you're wanting is to feel stable emotionally. That is what you're working towards. So with the surrender card there as well, this is a general love reading, so it's going to apply in different ways. For those of you who discover that your boyfriend, girlfriend, somebody you're dating hasn't been truthful, turns out they're married, or turns out that they're not who they say they were, I want you to surrender. Don't fight for it. Don't rail against it. Just say, okay, I let that go. I surrender that. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to let it go into the past. I'm going to get back to my light and my peace. I'm going to learn from it, and I'm going to move on. For those of you coupled where we've got some internal, it can be within yourself, deceiving yourself, that you're going to get those truths and work through it and out the other side. For a lot of you, this is about insecurities and fears that are coming up to be cleared. And they want to be cleared to get you back to a good space. As I said in the weekly reading for the 27th of July, please don't buy into all the fear-mongering on the news and on the media and spend your time stressed out your brains and blocking love or impacting love. A lot of that is deception. A huge amount of that is deception, and allowing that to be cleared and surrender it over to the universe, because love wants to be here for you and it wants to come in. I'm going to clarify with a couple of cards from the Gilded Tarot, Can you tell me more about that Seven of Swords for my Geminis, please? Tell me more about the Seven of Swords and the Moon. Let's clarify that Seven of Swords and the Moon. Okay, King of Swords, great. This is truth, clarity. And we've got the Four of Swords underneath, which is another rest card. So you've got rest twice, and we've got the Page of Coins again. All right, so they're saying, they're confirming here, similar, when we get cards repeated, as we've got here and we've got here, these two, then what we're saying is, look, the truth is going to come out. The King of Swords is all about truth and clarity, and justice and fairness. He often represents a lawyer. Some of you could absolutely be splitting up and getting divorced, and that's absolutely right, and you're going to take some time to rest from that before you move on to create new security and stability for yourself with these two Page of Coins. All right, for those of you single, you are just take the bits that resonate, leave what doesn't. But we have this general energy of taking a step back and taking time out in August to just recharge yourself from what has been quite a difficult time. Just get your breath, all right? Gemini, you're needing that just time for you to rebalance. So that's what I have for you for the month of August in relating to love and relationships. I hope that helps. If it does, please like, share, subscribe, and click that notification bell. And if you feel so drawn and you'd like to make a small donation, the link is below, and they are so truly hugely appreciated. Thank you. All right, my lovelies, I will see you in September for the general readings and the love readings, and don't forget about the weeklies as well. Take care, Gemini. Lots of love. Bye bye.